Hi everybody. So to keep things simpler, I'm going to switch over to just pre-recording videos and then sending you the video because some people had issues with connecting to the live stream, and sometimes I had issues with my internet connection, and sometimes YouTube would just randomly stop my streams. I'm not sure why. So to make things easier and simpler, and I think it will make a better end product too, I'll just create a video beforehand and send it to you. So I hope you're all doing well. Uh, we can skip the tuning section because I also have another video called Tuning Sequence that I made. So we can skip that whole portion at the beginning of the live stream. And if you are out of tune right now, just stop this video right now and go find my other video called Tuning Sequence. The plan for the day is that I will have 2 songs, and I will have a link to the music in the description. So please go under this video and find the link to both of the songs. Each of the songs includes a violin part, viola part, and a cello bass part. You only need to print off your part, but we'll get to those. Let's start off with some scales. How about a 1-octave D major scale? Here we go. Ready and go now. Next, a G major scale, a G major. Again, this video is for all of my students, so if these beginning scales are super easy for you, you can play higher. You can play higher versions of these scales if you know them, or lower if you know them too. Here we go. G major, ready. Let's try that in a funny rhythm, or whichever octave of the G scale. Do it with this rhythm. We will go G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G, F sharp, short, long, short, long, short, long. Ready? Ready and go now. Short. Ready? And now let's flip-flop it. Short, long, short, long. Here we go. If this is easy for you, try an even higher octave or a different octave, or try to do it all in one string instead. If you'd like to learn how to do that, I also have a video on the 1-string scale that you can find under the scales playlist for your instrument. Okay, here's the short, long G major scale. Ready? And again, I'll start to do some other scales of it to show you some ideas. Ready? One more scale. Let's play our C major scale. The C major scale has no sharps and no flats. The sharps and flats are the black keys on the piano. They are the sharps and flats. Like one of the first notes we learned, 3 fingers on the D string, that's the note F sharp. That's F sharp. And then on the cello, 2 fingers, or on a shoulder fiddle, it would be a low 2. That note is just called F. Just call it F. Its full name is F natural, but just call it F. This is F sharp, always say the sharp, and this is just F. It uses 2nd fingers on the D string and the A string for cello. It uses a low 2 on the D string and on the A string for the violins and violas, and it starts on the G string on the blue tape. 4 fingers for cellos, 3s for violins and violas. I'll start with the cello and then I'll switch to violin in a second. So first just watch me, or if you know it, play it with me. Ready? Starting with 4 fingers on the G string. All right, let me grab my violin. So it will start with 1, 2, 3 fingers on the G string for violins and violas. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Notice my 2nd finger is not on the white tape. My 2nd finger is touching my 1st finger. And cellos, you just stay like this, and you, instead of using a 3, you use a 3. Sorry, instead of using a 3, you use a 2. Okay, let's all play it together now. Ready, and go. Now, C, D, E. Now low 2, squish it for the F. Now G, open A, B, and then C, low 2. And then 1, open A, G, F, low 2, E, D, C. Cello players that know how to play this on their C string, go ahead. Violin players that know how to play this going up from their A string up their E string into 3rd position, or you can play it all on 2nd position. Those of you that know that, but if you don't, please just try to play this regular one. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, F, E, D, C. Here we go, a couple more times. Ready? And again, I'll show you an example of a higher one. If you're not ready to move on, please just play the regular one. But some violin players, if you put your first finger on that C of the A string, you can just play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your pinky will actually go above where your pinky usually goes. Your third finger will land where your pinky goes. Again, ready? And now in rhythms, we'll start on the C and we'll go long, short, long, short, long. Here we go. Ready and go now. And again, ready, go. And I do challenge my more advanced players to learn as many different fingerings as possible to play on every scale. For example, you could start with your second finger on that C down there and go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, which is another one, or you could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, starting with the first finger. All kinds of possibilities. And now let's go short, long, short, long. All of those extra fingerings are mostly for my junior high kids. So if you're not to that level, please just keep playing the regular C scale. Ready? Here's short, long. Ready and go now. One more before we get on to our 2 new tunes. Ready and go now. Okay, so the 2 tunes that I've included for you, I made them I wrote them using a website called Noteflight, which is totally free. And I have a song from a video game, Saria's song from Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I have a song from a movie. I have A Million Dreams from The Greatest Showman. They're kind of tough, so they might be pretty challenging for my 4th graders, but I think they're interesting enough to learn for my junior high kids too. It's a kind of a hard balance to try to find. But let's look at Saria's song in E minor. This one is not in the original key, so if you tried to play this one with the recording of this, like from the actual video game itself, it will sound kind of off because it starts on a different note, but it should sound the same. First, let me play the whole tune for you. And that's Saria's song. I'd like to walk you through some of the hard parts of it, and then maybe crawl a little bit further. So one of the toughest measures, I think, is measure number 11. Dee-dum. We go from a second finger on the D string, 3 for cellos, straight to a second finger on the G. and it's hard to go 2, 2, and have to lift it up and go over there. So the cheat that you can do is to put the 2 there and then just kind of roll it over on top of the G. Let me show you a closer view. Da da dum. Instead of going da da da, it will be way easier to go da da da. Just roll your finger over onto the G string. And this works for cellos too. In fact, for cellos, you could even do I usually tell you to not use your to not use your pads of your fingers, but in this case, it might be okay to go 4, 3, 3, and just bar them both. So let's play that measure slow. Here's measure 11. Here's G, F sharp, then roll over to the B note. 2 fingers on the G, 3 fingers on the G for cellos. Again, G, F sharp, B, G, F sharp, and now a little bit faster. Ready, and go, and. Ready, and go, and. Ready, and go, and. Ready, and go, and. This uses all of the notes of our G major scale. I know it says E minor, but it has all of the exact same notes. So it only uses tape notes. It's only 1s, 2s, and 3s. And for cellos, 1s, 3s, and 4s. There are no low 2s, low 1s, high 4s. There's nothing like that in this piece. Okay, the other measures I think are funny are 16. 16 is like a scale, but you keep like falling down just by a little bit. Let me play it for you first. For my violins and violas, I highly suggest that your 3rd note is a 4th finger, and that the 3rd note of 17 is also a 4th finger. Did I say 3rd finger? It should be a 4th finger. The 3rd note of 16 and the 3rd note of 17, please write a 4 above that note, and I promise it's way easier than going back and forth between the strings. So now try to play it with me. Here's 16 and 17, or 16 to the end. Ready? And again, same speed. Ready, go. And a little bit faster. Ready, and go, and. So practice those hard spots a lot more than you practice the whole piece, because many students, including myself, are often guilty of just playing their favorite parts or just playing measure 1, and then when they get to the hard parts they fumble, and then they don't actually drill the hard parts. So please also do that as well. Let's play this. If you can't play it right now, that's okay. You can keep watching this video over and over and over again until you've got it. I'll play the entire piece again. Here we go. Feel free to play along. Ready, and go, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, So good luck with that one. That is Saria's song in E minor from Zelda's Ocarina of Time. So the other one is Million Dreams. This one does use a new note for some of my 4th graders. It's in the key of G major, but if you notice, when we play our G scale, we do not play a C sharp, we play a regular C. The full name is C natural, but it's regular C. So this is also in the key of G. So we know that as the note C. But on our A string, we know that as the note C sharp. This piece doesn't have any C sharps. It uses the regular C, C natural. You can just call it C. And we find that, you can see my purple tape, by making our hand shape into that. And our second finger will be right in between red and white. Our other fingers still stay on the other tapes. Like, just because our 2 is low does not mean our 3rd finger is going to be low. So we will have this shape, this shape, this shape, and this shape. And this piece starts off with a funny rhythm as well. A lot of you will know this piece and will get the rhythm, but it's going to be da-da, da-da, which is 1, 1, low 2, and then 3. Notice my 3 is still on the blue. For cello players, it's 1, 1, 2, 4. For bass players, you will have to shift. I recommend 1, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1. So let me play through the piece all the way through to begin with. Here we go. Two, three, four, 1. Two, three, four, 1. Three, four, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 3, 4, 1. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. The rhythms in this piece are actually quite difficult to get perfectly right. Like, I was even slightly opposite there. But because you've heard this piece so much, I bet that you'll just hear the words inside your head and then be able to go at least get pretty close. But the notes aren't too bad in this piece. Watch out, we'll have C's, not C sharps, on the A string, but on our D string we still have regular F sharps, not F's, we have F sharps. So let's check out some tough measures. In measure number 6, we have to use our pinky for a violin and viola player. We have to shift up rather high for a bass. And for our cellos, we also have to shift up to your yellow dot or to your gold tape up there. And for cellos, it will be, sorry, and up to there, and then shift back to an E. So it sounds like this at full speed. Another fingering could be, and then 1, 2, 4. I recommend that for my more advanced cello players. Dee da 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 dum da dee dum. Let me play it one more time before we play it together. Now join me. This is measure 6. Ready and go and. Watch out for that rhythm. It's pretty tough. Ready and again go. Again go. Those 16th notes, the ones with 2 flags on them, are the faster notes. Ta, ti, ki, ti, ki, ta. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 1. One more time, ready, and go, and. For some of you, if it's not sounding right, that might be because your 2 is too high, but we need a low 2 right there. And for cello players, instead of playing what looks like a 3, we actually have to use a 2 right there. Let me switch to cello for a moment. And violas, you use the same fingering as the violins. So keep your left hand loose so you can shift up to that E. If it's sounding wrong, use your ear to find this note. Let's all play the beginning of this piece together, making sure we have the low 2, or 2s for cellos. Here we go. Ready, 3, 4, 1. The rhythm is quite difficult there too. A 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. The 16th notes are the 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. Those subdivisions going on inside there. Again from the beginning, this time let's go all the way until measure 9. Good luck. Ready, 3, 4, 1. It's okay if this isn't going as well as Saria's song, or if it's not going well at all, because this is rather hard and it will take lots of work to sound right like the movie. But if you keep practicing, I promise you'll get there eventually. If you keep having problems, send me a message and I can try to diagnose what's going on and tell you how to fix it, because you will be able to play it. I promise. Let's keep going though. In measure 9, it's another really, really tough rhythm. Sing it with me. So my turn. Here we go. 3, 4, 1. Da 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 da. So kind of weird. A lot of notes don't land with the beats. Let's try again. Sing with me. Ready and 9, go. Da 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 da. Again, 3, 4, go. Da 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 da. And then I'll play it. 3, 4, 1. So that will be fine. Let's keep moving on to the main part. Please find measure 17. We'll actually do the pickup to 17. Notice there's a tiny note in measure 16 at the very end. D, D, G, G, A, A, B, B, which is also another funny rhythm. It goes da, 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 da. So my turn. Can you sing that with me? I know we're orchestra kids and singing is weird, but I promise it helps a lot for your brain. So please sing with me. Here's pick up to 17, just those two measures. Ready and go. Ba 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 da 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 ba dum ba da 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 dum. Sing with me again. Ready and go. Ba 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 da 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 dum ba da 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 dum. And now let's play it together. Ready and go. Now let's add on one more measure. Okay, here we go. I'll play it, then we'll sing it together. That's a tough measure to play. It's got a fast bow crossing from the A string, from the A string to the D string, and it has a 2 on the A string. Good luck, you guys. All right, now let's sing it together. Here's pick up to 17. Ready and go. Da 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 da. Sing it again. Ready and go. Da 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 da. And now let's try to play it together. 3 and 4. And the next part is very, very similar. Let me play it for you. Here's the pickup to 21. 3, 4. The rhythm and notes are slightly different, but it's quite similar. You'll notice that lots of these notes have a line connecting them as if they look like a slur, but they are the exact same note. Many of you will know, my older students, that these are called tides. So when that happens, you just add those two notes together. For example, in measure number 17, your third and fourth note have a line connecting them. Just continue that as one note. Da 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 da. It kind of looks like da 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 da, but it's actually ba da ba da ba da ba da ba da 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 da. This is tough, but you can do it. Keep practicing, and keep practicing your pieces for orchestra. I miss you all. Have a very happy Monday. Bye. I hope to see you guys soon. I hope you're well. I'm doing fine.